Under the 2019 rules, there is no penalty if you accidentally move your ball while searching for it. If you do, replace your ball back on its original spot. If you don't know the original spot exactly, like this player, simply estimate it, including how the ball was lying under the grass, and replace the ball there.
Under the 2019 rules, if you accidentally move your ball or ball marker on the putting green, there is no penalty. For example, if you accidentally move your ball in making a practice swing or in preparing for your stroke, drop your ball marker on your ball and move it. Move your ball with your foot. Or cause your ball marker to move. There is no penalty, and you simply replace your ball or ball marker on its original spot.
Other than when your ball is on the putting green, if you take an action near your ball and cause it to move, you get a one-stroke penalty under the 2019 rules. However, you are only responsible for causing a ball to move if it is known or virtually certain that you did so. This means when it is 95% or more likely that you caused it to move. For this player, it is not virtually certain that his actions caused the ball to move. Therefore, the ball is treated as moved by natural forces and played from the new location.
After playing his shot, this player notices another ball and lifts it. Almost immediately, a player on another hole advises him that the lifted ball could be hers. In such cases, if your ball is moved or lifted by someone else, it must be replaced either by you or that person. This is done by simply replacing that ball on the spot it was lifted or moved from. If that spot isn't exactly known, as in this case, simply estimate it and replace the ball there.
When you drop in relief areas defined by 1 or 2 club lengths, in the 2019 rules, a club length will always mean the length of the longest club in your bag, except your putter. For most players, that club will be their driver, but not always. This player is using his driver to measure his 2 club length lateral relief area, outside a red penalty area. This player's back on the line relief area is 1 club length on either side of and behind the point he has chosen on the line from the hole through where his ball was unplayable in the bunker. He is estimating the size of his relief area without measuring, then dropping well within 1 club length of that point. Finally, when a player measures with a shorter club, it is still the longest club in their bag except the putter that defines the relief area. Remember, when you drop, your ball must always land in, come to rest in, and be played from the relief area.
When dropping your ball under the new rules, the likelihood you will need only 1 drop will increase, while the randomness of your resulting lie will be preserved. The procedure is simple. Hold the ball at knee height, let go of it so it falls straight down, and make sure that it lands and comes to rest in the relief area. Don't throw, roll, or spin the ball, and don't let it hit you as it falls.
In the 2019 rules, when dropping and taking free relief or penalty relief, your ball must be dropped in the defined relief area, and it must come to rest in there too. Most of the time, with the knee-height dropping procedure, that will happen on your first drop. When it doesn't, drop a second time. If that drop doesn't stay within the relief area either, place a ball where your second drop first touched the ground.
When the 2019 rules let you lift your ball to take relief instead of playing it as it lies, you will be allowed to either use your original ball or substitute and use a different ball. In the 2019 rules, you are allowed to substitute a ball when taking free relief, as well as when taking penalty relief. This player is substituting a ball when taking free relief from a cart path.
After you mark, lift, and then replace your ball on the putting green. If it moves for any reason, including for your own accidental actions or for some other reason such as wind. Always replace your ball back on its original spot. If you don't know the exact spot, estimate it as accurately as you can and replace the ball there.
And while you cannot repair aeration holes, natural surface imperfection, or any normal wear on the green, there's lots you can do. It's okay to repair most damage, such as ball marks, old hole plugs, spike marks, and anything caused by shoes, animals, or maintenance practices. All of those fixes must be done promptly and not improve your line of play beyond the repair. The green is also the only place on the course where you can remove sand and loose soil, and touching the green to point where you expect to aim or putt is also permitted. Before playing a shot from anywhere on the course, you can pull the flag stick or get someone to attend the flag stick and pull it before your ball gets to the hole. In either of these cases, the only thing that matters is that your ball doesn't hit the flag stick. Additionally, you can leave the flag stick in the hole for any reason, which should help improve pace of play. If your ball hits the flag stick, there is no longer a penalty. This applies to a shot from anywhere on the course, even a putt from the putting green.
In the 2019 rules, areas with red or yellow markings, most golfers call water hazards, have a new name: penalty areas. Penalty areas can also include other places on the course not containing water, where balls are frequently not found or not playable, such as densely wooded areas, deserts, canyons, and more. If you lose your ball in a penalty area, or find it and decide not to play it, you have several options to take relief outside it for one penalty stroke. One of them is lateral relief. Estimate where your ball crossed the red line as it went into the penalty area. Measure or estimate your 2 club lengths lateral relief area outside the penalty area that is not nearer the hole. Then drop a ball in the relief area and play it from there.
The 2019 rules introduce the term penalty area, which includes areas previously known as water hazards. If you find your ball in a penalty area and want to play it from there, the same rules apply as when playing a ball from the fairway or the rough. So before making a stroke, you are allowed to move loose impediments, make practice swings that touch the ground or any water inside the penalty area, and ground your club near your ball.
If you happen to find yourself in a bunker, make sure you don't deliberately touch the sand to test its consistency, such as with your hand, a rake, or a club. Also, don't touch the sand behind or in front of the ball or during a practice swing, even if by accident. The good news is you can move loose impediments and movable obstructions, and even touch the sand with your club elsewhere in the bunker, as long as it is not to test the condition. When you decide your ball is unplayable in a bunker, there are several one-stroke penalty options to consider. In the bunker, you can either drop within 2 club lengths or go back on the line. Or, for a 2-stroke penalty, you can get out of the bunker by going back on the line as far as you like. Also, going back to where you last played is an alternative, under stroke and distance.
The rules permit you to freely exchange advice with your caddy or partner, but you're required to act alone when making a stroke. Under the 2019 rules, once you start taking your stance for a stroke, neither your caddy nor partner are allowed to stand behind you.
Under the 2019 rules, when your ball is on the putting green, Your caddy is allowed to mark, lift, and clean it, with or without your approval. If your caddy has marked and lifted your ball, it can be replaced by either you or your caddy.
Use a local rule that does not require you to play under stroke and distance. Here is how it works. For 2 penalty strokes, estimate where you think your original ball is and how far from the hole that is. Imagine a straight line running from the hole through a point 2 club lengths wide of where you estimate your ball is. Next, at the same distance from the hole, estimate the point on the nearest edge of the fairway and measure or estimate a point 2 club lengths into the fairway. Then, imagine a straight line running from the hole through that point in the fairway. The relief area where you can drop and play from will be quite large, anywhere between the 2 lines, and the distance from the hole your original ball is estimated to be, or farther. You cannot use this local rule if your ball is lost in a penalty area, or if you have played a provisional ball.